think I'm right on time. Give me a second. Bring up my desktop so I can read your comments. Want to make sure I bring up the right one. It did one in advance, as per advice by Toy Pups, who's here. Hey, Toy Pups, we missed you this afternoon. I missed you this morning. Toy Pup says, we're here, can't wait. You saying you can't wait as you got to go? Or you can't wait until we get started talking? Hey, T. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to get some stuff done as we chat, as we talk about stuff. You caught me on it. Didn't even cover my mouth. Hey, Squirrel Sniper. He said, everyone's singing Yogi, Yogi, Yogi time, Yogi time. That song has been everywhere today. Jace came up and sang it, and he sang it on his live stream, and Silly Rat sang it and did a dance to it. Hey, Nick, how are you? Hello, the party people. How are you, my friend? Just give me a second or two. I'm setting up the live stream for tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Sometimes I forget about it when I go to bed. This way, it's all done, taken care of, good to go. People know. It's Signature birthday. He's live. Yep, I was over there. I was hanging out for a bit. Happy birthday to Signature. One of the nicest guys on YouTube for sure. One of the nicest live streamers. And he does wonderful videos. Just a very, very gracious person. Always appreciate that. Give me a second, guys. Circus says hi to everyone. Bumblebee T. Evening, Eric and Toy Pups. From afar says, so Yogi, sorry I haven't been here for the last few days. That's okay. It's okay. And T says, if Yogi, if Signature comes in, it's his birthday. He needs the bell. Absolutely. Nick is good. He's just chilling and vibing and making music. That's the way to do it, my friend. He says, hey, Nick, Running Boy. And Food Sonahan says, so Yogi, hello, my friend. Nightmare says, happy birthday, Yogi. Happy birthday, Nightmare. He says, first time I've been in his life. He's a good guy. I really like him. Running Boy says, I'll be posting a video tonight. Then we live tomorrow, then restream tomorrow, and then you're going to be done. I bet. I bet you'll hit that 3K. Songahan says, double tap the screen. Excellent advice. I'm going to do that myself. Let's see. Everyone's saying hi. T says, Nightmare, it's Signature's birthday, not Yogi's. T says he seems a friendly, nice guy. He is. Very friendly, very nice. I've probably been hanging out with him for about a year. He was just about monetized on his channel before, and he had I don't know what happened. He had to start his channel completely over again. So this is his second time. Nightmare says, oh, sorry, T, nobody told me it was your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Well, once it loads on, I hope so. Finally. Man, you were stuck at that 19-hour point for quite some time. Runner Boy says, I'm going to drive on a motorway for the first time tomorrow. Wow. You excited? Nervous? Martine says, sorry, Yogi, I haven't been on your live recently. That's okay, Martine. I understand. Not everyone can make it all the time. One of the reasons why I go live so often, um, one, I got nothing else to do. I enjoy it. But two, I figured, someone will come in, someone will catch it. We'll have a chance to hang out and talk and have a conversation. Everything going okay for you, Martine? Runner Boy says, happy birthday to you again. Read from afar says, happy birthday, Bumblebee. See what you see what you started, Nightmare? Runner Boy says, I just can't believe 30K view. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, deserved, well deserved. You put out quality material. I saw in your video that you posted today that you said you were, I left a comment. You said you were under the weather. I'm sorry to hear that, Martine. Runner Boy says, I'm highly nervous. The most important advice I can give you about driving, everyone says drive defensively. Nope, drive offensively. Take them out before they take you out. That's my advice. Continuously honk the horn, shout at people, make angry gestures, threaten people. If you have some sort of weapon that you can wave around, that always works as well. Martine says, was surprised with the new t-shirt and apron. I saw, very nice. Let's see, highway nervous. How are you feeling now, Martine? Nightmares laughing. So yes, that's the best advice I can give you, Runner Boy. Let's see. Man, it's a sexy man in the house telling Yogi that he's spicy today, as opposed to the lack of spice yesterday. Man, it says happy birthday to sexy B. Now it's B-Day spankings. Man, Nightmare has started all kinds of trouble. Martine says hopefully back to normal tomorrow. I hope so. Per is your way, my friend. Runner Voice says, I am Speed. You need a chimpanzee sidekick, like Speed Racer. Let's see. Also got my laptop lead. So is that a new laptop? Hey, Sky. How are you? I know Gaming says, bro, today Instagram's feed is a skull. What does a skull signify? Runner Boy says, well, I'm not allowed above 45 miles an hour for another 6 months. Huh, I didn't know that. That's how you do it. Nightmare says, great advice, Yogi. It worked for me. Martine says, so Runner Boy watched out for orange video soon. Hope you like what I do with it. That's awesome. Awesome, Martine. Runner Boy says, okay so far. He says, Runner Boy, happy birthday. You guys are causing trouble everywhere now. Amanda says, damn right, B. They need to be scared. Amanda says, happy birthday to all you sexy peeps. He says, Runner Boy, you got your driving test? Yeah, he already took it. Hey, Joe. Joe says, hello, yo. Hello, my friend. How are you? Joe, how are your watch hours while we're on the subject? Matisse says, I'm getting there. Slept all day yesterday and ate something small today. It's a good start. This guy says, I'm okay. And you? I'm doing pretty good. Joe says, I'm in the bushes, Yogi. Still working. Gotcha. Just hello to everyone. I appreciate you coming in, Joe. One of says, no to you for the first year after passing, you can't go above 45. What's the maximum speed limit there? What about the people behind you who are able to go faster? He says, Joe, good to see you. Guy says hi to Bumblebee. Thrive and Glow with Joe has just did 10 joules. Thank you so much. Amanda says, if nobody got B-Days today, I'm still giving out spankings anyway. And Amanda says, slow, I'm glad you made it. Sky, love you, go. He says, Wonder Boy, I could pass you in my manual wheelchair if it was downhill and overtake you. This is probably true. Hey, Grumpy Sapper, how are you? What's new, my friend? Wonder Boy's laughing. Sky says, Pups, you remember me? She might have stepped out for a little bit. We'll see if she comes back. Joe says, so T. Grumpy says, I finished all my content today, ready for Friday. Awesome. Looking forward to it. Make sure if you want, I mention this to everyone, if you ever have a link you want to drop, feel free to drop it. Feel free to talk about it. Promote it. That's what we're here for, guys. One of us says, well, I think 70 is max speed, but no one really does that unless on the motorway. And it says, Yogi, getting the first B-Day spankings. You got to wait until April. He says, how are you, Grumpy? Food from a source said, I'd watch out for snakes. I didn't think they had snakes in Ireland. Grumpy says, hi, Eric. Hope you well. I'm doing pretty well. Nightmare says, I'd like to go 80, then slow down for speed cameras, but that's just me. I don't even have a car anymore, man. I lost 2 cars in the space of, I guess, about a 3-4 year period. Unfortunately. Makes me feel a little isolated, a little trapped. Hey, Foxy. Eric is amazing. Guys, everyone like and subscribe. And make sure to press the bell icon so you don't miss any videos or live streams in the future. Thank you so much, Foxy. I appreciate that. You are a good friend, my friend. How's Turkey? We're getting ready to finish up the first week of Foxy's honeymoon. Amanda says, Sky, I'm the highest PG on Yogi's Lives. I'm only the highest PG-13. T says, Runner Boy, the national speed limit on a single carriageway. But you should know that. You need to spank it from Amanda. This guy says, Yogi, I thought, Yogi, I subscribed. I thought I did before, but I didn't. But I'm sub now. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's, let me go over to your channel. I might have subscribed to you over at, I did not, but I just did now. Thanks for the subs, guy. And there's a link from Grumpy Sapper. One of the most entertaining people on YouTube, bar none. Grumpy Sapper is going to be I talk about this often, certain channels. He's going to be a 100K channel for sure. And well deserved. You know what? I could easily see Runner Boy and Food from Afar being 100K channels. Both are excellent at what they do. I mentioned that quite often with Martine. Just how good she is. She presents very interesting food in a very personable, fun way. Makes you feel welcome into it. It's like you're hanging out with her in her kitchen. And as mentioned before with Runner Boy, I think he's one of the most precise lifters on YouTube. But definitely for sure, Grumpy Sapper, one of the most entertaining people and interesting. Minna says, I'm a woman, we hate waiting. Infinite patience produces immediate results. That is a line right out of Course Miracles, and I purposely choose it. It used to drive Mocha, among others, absolutely crazy. She'd be like, are you ready? Are you going to do this. We got to go or whatever. And I would always just smile and say, infinite patience produces immediate results. And I could literally see the blood pressure come reaching. I found if you cannot use your spiritual insights, your meditative wisdom to annoy and frustrate people, then there's really no use in practicing. It's been my experience. 13 subs for 150. Is anyone here not subscribed to Foxy? I wish you would, as a great favor for Foxy, as a great favor for me. Foxy's a great supporter for many people, and just a good friend. Grumpy says, please enjoy my music. Absolutely. I always do. I enjoy your music, your message, what you're doing, and also just the fun that you have, the good-natured fun that you have in your channel. Hey, did I miss Carl? Carl says, hi, Amanda. Hi, Carl. He says, Wonder Boy, you can go up to 60 miles off motorways. Amanda says, awesome, Foxy. Martine says, are you the grumpy I know sapper? How are you, Carl? He says, Carl, I was trying to chat with you yesterday. He says, oh, handsome Carl. Amanda's getting her first cup of coffee. I was just finishing my first cup of coffee when you, I think we're doing your last or first live stream for the day. He says, Carl, I hope you're doing okay. Grumpy says, please come and join me tomorrow for my music quiz. And there's a link, guys. I hope you join him. I hope to be there. Everything goes right, and I got my schedule clear. I will be there hanging out. I'd like to get at least one music quiz question right, if possible. Song of Hand says, hi to Amanda. How you doing, Song of Hand? Snippet says, 70 on motorway and on dual carriageway Bumblebee. T60 everywhere else. Yeah, we're 65 or 70 most places. Grumpy says, thank you, Eric. That means a lot to me. Absolutely. For one, you're a hard worker. You know, and two, like I said, you got you have that positive message. For me, that's the whole basis of YouTube. It doesn't matter what your thing is. If you believe in it, if you're being creative, if you get that opportunity to share a little bit of yourself. Keith is scrolling. I had a car since 2020. I think 2020 is when I lost my car, which didn't bother me that much because I had my dad's car. I only needed to take him to doctor's appointments. And then, you know, when my business shut down, I didn't have to drive anywhere except for, again, for doctor's appointments. Losing my dad's car hurt on a whole lot of levels. Felt like I let my dad down. It was after he passed away, I inherited the car. The speed in Ireland is 30K. Nightmare says YouTube finally let you see your subscribers on YouTube app. However, only public subscribers. Interesting. I might have to check that out. Foxy drops a link for Foxy's channel. I got you on both mine. Again, guys, Foxy is a great friend and supporter. He will go the extra mile for you. So if you're not subscribed, I hope you can do it. This guy says, we're going to start a channel soon, thinking of ideas and what I want to upload. Anytime you want to share your ideas and talk about them, talk about creativity, and then when you're ready, make sure you share your videos here. Do you know what you want your theme to be? Martine says, do I know Grumpy Sapper? You might. Maybe you met him over at Mayhem and Miracles. Foxy says, please sub to me. I'm 13 away from my goal. Hey, little Z-Man says, hi, I'm back. This guy says, yes, Bumblebee, I'm thinking of that. But I want to do art, maybe? Nice. Sniper says, or I'm sorry, T says, just gotta do something original and part of your life. T says, Sky art channels are good. I watch them. Yeah, they are. They're very good. So much you can do. Hey, Sky, whatever you decide, we will help you 100%. Whatever you want to do. Menace says, I'm hungry and need to get a peanut butter sandwich. Food from Star says, Grumpy Sapper, you didn't answer me, so I take it you are. Hey, Skits, what's up? Well, how did I miss all of these? Carl says he'll be live tomorrow. I'll be on the lookout for you, Carl. Let's see. Amanda says, set them likes, guys. He needs 100 likes. Gets my handsome man. That was from Amanda. That wasn't me saying that, although I have no problem saying Skits my handsome man. She says, Grumpy, I'm crap at quiz, so if I do remember and visit, I'll be there for Comedy Factor. Grumpy says, takes me 4 days, solid prep to do all my content for a 2-hour show with no waffle. Man, that's a lot of work, but I can see it. It's you have a very professional channel. Menace says, Carl, we will be live tomorrow. We all need to go show him lots of love. Absolutely. And whenever I see him, I try to hang out. This guy says, I'll follow you, Amanda. This guy says, you didn't let him down. Don't say that, Yogi. Well, thanks, Guy. I appreciate you saying that. You know, on a certain level, you know that, but sometimes, sometimes your thoughts lead you astray. You start thinking about, the car sat for a long time because it was in, I forget what it's called. Um, it took a long time for the executor of the will to finally get it in my name. And when it did, it needed too much work that I could afford. It would have been more than the car was worth. So I ended up having to sell it for a fraction of what it cost. Um, it is what it is, as that expression goes. Grumpy says, I'm nearly at 3K watch hours now. Awesome. I had you up playing. And we'll keep doing that. Not only to get you to 3K, but to get you all the way to the 4K. And plus, you're just fun to watch. Martine, I had you up yesterday. I went through your playlist, and I will do that again. And it says, Foxy, you're Foxy. And it says, damn Grumpy, give them to me. It says, I just heard Skits my handsome man and turned around. Like, what did Yogi just say? Freaked me right out. Although it's nice to know that you're so fond of me. Hey, you know what? You can always appreciate someone's handsomeness. Let's see. Food from Far says, sorry, Grumpy Sapper. I wouldn't sub to your channel, and you know why, if you're the person I think you are. Yogi? I don't know, Martine. Zappa says, T, don't worry. Many people are here just for the banter and the fun. This is true. We'll go live 8:15 UK time. Foxy is back. Welcome back. Grumpy says 28th February. T says, food from four, we don't get on with everyone in life. Think Mamite, Vegemite. No idea what that means. Food from Far says, see, it's more than that. Believe me. Foxy says, I'm a stub away. Wow, from 140, 6 stubs away from 145, and 11 from 150. We are getting there. It says, look, Yogi Beef. There is. We occasionally come across it. You can't always smooth it out. I don't even know if it's, sometimes I think in the process of smoothing things out, I think the best thing to do is, funny. Thank you for bringing that up, Night Watcher. The whole point of the title today, Holding the Light, is that each of us can hold the light for others. We can't do anything else but hold the light. And I will certainly try to hold the light for you guys. Hey, Kat. Kat says, good to see you, Yogi. Got to go, Yogi. See you later. Well, thanks for popping in, Kat. Amanda says, Yogi, I will do burpees live with my shirt off too. I think there might be at least one YouTube policy infringement in that statement. I think just one. He says, okay, Martine, food from afar. Thanks. Keeping chat respectful. It says, hi, Foxy, and hi, Martine. Hi, Nightmare. Guy says, Yogi, you're awesome, and I'm positive your family is very proud of you. And just know it's not your fault for nothing, because sometimes it doesn't work how we want it to. But trust in yourself. Hope that helped. It did, my friend. Thank you so much, Sky. Much appreciated. Today actually is my dad's birthday. So it's it weighs a little heavy. Sort of, at once. Goes all different directions in any single moment. I don't try to hold any of it back. Sometimes it sort of hits me hard, how much I miss my father. And it makes me think some difficulties that are going on right now. And then in this moment right after, I just have a happy memory of my dad. So I try not to filter. Hey, Jamie. He says, Cat and Jack, take care. Carl says, live streams will clash tomorrow. They often do, but that's okay. If I'm live streaming and I see someone, I'll cruise through YouTube. If I see someone else live streaming, I'll let people know. People want to go and hang out with them. That's absolutely awesome. Especially, I want to support people. I'm live 3 times a day, so there's no reason to be here. If you can be somewhere else, absolutely fine. Grumpy says, I don't do drama. It says, just please stay away and thank you. Amanda says, I'm going to do a funny burpee, making fun of it. I'm looking forward to seeing that. He says, Yogi, people love or hate Marmite. Remember, we had this conversation once here. Oops, hold on, guys. Hold on. Ah, crap. Hey. I apologize, guys. You will never guess what happened. Go ahead and guess. See if you can guess. What's up, Jamie? Let me go all the way down here to the bottom. I apologize. Hey, Abigail. Abigail says, I love you guys. Abigail, we love you too. Hey, Toy Pups. Welcome back. Amanda says, Naked Yogi, Naked Yogi, much better. No one wants to see that. Come on, guys, I'm old. No one wants to see it. You know what? Not even naked 6-year-olds want to see another naked 6-year-old. Cat Jack says, mushy peace. Dark Point says, cat threw up. You're close. Unfortunately. Man. My cat. Oh, by the way. Hey, Erica Point. My cat brought me a mouse. We don't, man, I could count the amount of times I've seen a mouse here in this house from the time, this is the house I grew up in, and then caring for my father, and then living in it now. Maybe twice. This time of year, though, they come in and I got 2 cats. My cat, we only have this one mouse. My cat saw it today and literally said yikes and ran away. Have you ever heard a cat say yikes? My cat said yikes. So, of course, I laughed at her. Cats aren't supposed to say yikes. Cats are supposed to, it's supposed to be just having a cat in the house keeps mice away. Pip Up says, you okay? I am okay. I felt, I felt bad. The cat's carrying this mouse in its mouth, trying to prove to me that, hey, I'm not afraid, even though earlier today she said yikes and ran away. And she's carrying it in the mouth and she puts it down in the bathroom and I see it and the mouth scampers away. So I get a broom and a little, I don't know what they're called, where you broom your stuff in, you sweep your stuff in. And I did it and I put it out. I wish it could have gone farther away because supposedly they can find their way back. Yeah, I'm not crazy about mice. Good night, Carl. Let's see. It's Shadab. Shadab says Shadab. Excellent point. Yeah, I lived in a farmhouse when I was 15, and there was mice all over the place. I would wake up, and even hiking on the Appalachian Trail in the shelters, there's always mice, and I dislike mice. I like mice, like as a species. I like them individually. I just don't want them here in my house. So, we do our best, keep them at bay. Every once in a while, this time of year, because they're having babies, they'll make it in the house and they don't, I guess they don't know how to get out. I don't know. Just when Sue says bananas. So I had to take care of that. I did not expect to see my cat, and here comes my cat. She's all proud of herself. Like, look what I did. So I'm glad it was okay. I'm glad the mouse was okay. Abigail says, I have dogs named Petty. Nice. It's a pretty name. What kind of dog do you have? Grumpy says, Guys, I got to sleep. 3 a.m. here. Good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out, Grumpy. This guy says Amanda is upset because he didn't take your shirt or shirts off. Eric Lapointe. She's upset because Eric Lapointe didn't take his shirt off. So sorry, guys. I have mixed some people. Cat says, "Don't tell me that, Cat. Don't tell me that." Cat says, "Yo, gets never just one mouth." Let me think, just for tonight, for my peace of mind, for a good night's sleep. Let me think that it's just one mouse. Shadab says nobody can mess my name. It's Shadab. It's Shadab. How close was I? Yeah, dustpan. That's what I did. That's what it's called, a dustpan. And my cat is really, really awful proud of herself. I have a Jack Russell dog named Petey. Petey, nice. Jack Russells are awesome dogs. Guys, did you see me in a banana costume dancing on a deserted island that I got there by scuba diving? It's been documented. You can go see it. This says confirmed Eric is scared of mice, but wouldn't mind getting eaten by a bear. This is true. Skips, you basically summed up my entire life essence. I wouldn't say scared of mice. I don't know what to do with them. I don't like seeing a mouse suffer. Like I just set humane traps. Um, and I'm glad my cat didn't kill the mouse. And I was able to take him outside. Eric Point has and says facts. You know what bothers me about mice? They have tiny little hands. If they were like squirrels, if they had bushy tails, I'd be fine. If they had bushy tails, I'd invite them in. I'd feed them cheese by hand. If they had hair on their, you know, on their fingers, if they didn't have little tiny hands, come on, that doesn't freak you guys out. Be honest, guys. That's got to freak you out. Cat says, you were talking about your dad's birthday and your cat gave you a gift. Just saying. Is that what you were doing? She's really looking at me like you need to praise me. Guess she did do a good job. She did catch it. She didn't kill it. And I gave her explicit directions. Just scare it away. Scare it out of the house. That's what cats are supposed to do. This guy says, I need to learn Amanda's language, but if you teach me, I won't have a boyfriend. Eric Point says raccoons have tiny little hands also, but they are part of the bear family. But they have like their hands look different somehow. They're not like freaky looking. Mice have those freaky looking little hands. That's my problem with mice. Namer says yes, kid friendly, please. Skid says feed him cheese by hand. It wouldn't even have to be vegan cheese. I would, cut him a break. He says, Sky, she's very naughty. Don't let her corrupt the innocent mind. Guy's laughing. She got control of me. It's late. Mice are cute. Martine says mice are so cute from a distance. They're certainly not cute hanging out of your cat's mouth. And boy, did that mouse scamper away. So, hey, Cat and Jack, tell me one more time that there's only one mouse and that now that it's outside, it'll never come back in again and there's no other mice in the house. Just, even if you have to bend the truth, just reassure me. Toy Pup says it freaks us out. Plus, mice. Man, don't tell me that. You're gonna freak me out now. I'm gonna take all my yogic composure that it's taken me decades to build up. My stepdaughter used to have rats as pets, and um, man, one of them got out, and it was all I could do to stay in the house. And I like, as a species, rats are pretty fascinating, and they're affectionate. They're extremely bright. Uh, they're pretty awesome. But I don't want one touching me. She would be like, "Do you want to pet it?" And like, nope, no. I will talk friendly to it. I'll have a conversation with it from a distance. Skid says, "Can you explain to me how mice have tiny hands, brother?" It's an observation one hasn't made himself, as I don't get to observe many mice. Look at your hands. Look at your hands and put freaky little fingernails on it, and then reduce the size of your hands to like minuscule mice hands, and then they're all up to like all kinds of no good, nefarious stuff. They could be casting spells. I don't know. T, did you take your supplements? Sue said, "Don't like mice." Kitty caught one outside and only played. That's what my cat wanted to play. Oops. With it, another time she killed one, and the next day, oh, she ate it, and it's back end. I told her I better not see a tail coming out of your mouth, or the other end, even worse. I think. Amogo says, "I collect Disney princesses. Nice. That's a nice hobby." Flip Up says, "Being respectful, having boundaries, respect for all people is important." I agree. He says, "A mouse will be king to a family." So I respect and love, obviously, all creatures. I'm a vegan. I don't want to harm a mouse. I just don't want to share space with a mouse. Food from Forest says, "If hats bring me mice, they think they're doing a favor. It's a way of expressing love for you." Um, that's what I'm afraid of. It's not so much having the mouse as I don't want the cat to bring me a mouse in the middle of the night on top of my bed. Cat says, "You create your reality, Yogi," as Seth said many, many times. Thank you. But I need you to share this reality with me, Cat. I need you to manifest this with me. Guy says, "I'll tell you one thing. Once you join the Man is Live, you are not innocent anymore." Yogi, you had a family just like mice. Yep, I'm respectful of mice. I have nothing but love for mice. I just, you know, I want to keep that love in distance. Abigail says, "Love you guys. We love you too." Sweat and Smile and says, "Hey, my friend, I tell you that there's only one mouse in your house. And if you tell us why you were on that island, I don't know if I can share that secret. It's between me and Sue why I was on that island. Obviously, I was on that island because that's where the banana suit was. And in order for me to dance in the banana suit, I had to scuba dive to the island. How was that?" Sweating and smiling. "How was that, Sue?" Uh, I don't want to talk about Mike's family. It says, "My dad used to own a massive rat." Yeah, people love them as pets. Amanda says, "Yogi, Berlin Sky are my friend. I always post on my page where to find me. So they saw that I was here. I'm bringing my crazy people to help me. Appreciated. More the merrier." I just, you know what? I sprayed mint oil. I have a bottle of mint oil and I sprayed it. I swear, I don't swear often. I sprayed the mint oil and the mouse sucked it in his lungs, the tiny little lungs, looked me right in the eye and said, "Is that all you got?" What am I supposed to do with a mouse like that, guys? It's a true story. I don't make this stuff up. I told that to Mocha almost every day for 23 years. I don't make this stuff up. And she goes, except you do make this stuff up constantly. And then you smile about it. Let's see. Skid says, good night, Nightmare Brother. You going to bed, Nightmare? Toy Pup says, you'll get so funny. Toy Pup says, the conversation tonight is so fun. And that's because I'm doing my best not to be freaked out by the whole mouse situation. Abigail says, gorgeous people. Eric Point is laughing. Skid says it escaped once, and my brother and sister were too so scared, but caught it and put it in the back of the cage. Did you catch it with your hands? Man, rats have those freaky hands too, guys. You know, oddly enough, so do possums, but I don't mind possums. If a possum roamed in my house and said, make me a sandwich, I'd pull up a chair, tell him to jump up, make him a sandwich, and we'd sit around and watch TV together. Maybe it's the size of the hands. I don't know. Guy says, I'm not innocent no more because of you, Amanda. I think might have an ex soon. Guys, my boyfriend heard the hot sauce thing. Flip Up says, Yogi is so funny. I'm glad one other person besides me thinks so. Amanda says, don't worry, guys. I only take it to PG-13 here, unless he's doing a live on Jason's channel. And then all hell breaks loose with her. Let's see. Skid says, Yogi's a legend, Toy Pups. Legend-ish. I think it's important to always put the ish after my name. Yogi-ish. Abigail says, y'all are my big inspiration. Nightmare says, that time has arrived, sir. Thanks for the stream. Good night. Good night, Nightmare. I hope you have a good night. Sue says I might have to do a mouse video. It's not going to be me in a banana suit dancing with a mouse, is it? Let me get down to the bottom here. I don't know how far, but hey, Maui, how are you? It's been a little bit. Maui says, hey, it's good to see you leaving. Keith, did you take your supplements? Taking mine right now. So, yep, Skid says he's going to listen to some music for a little. Good night, everyone. Much love to you. Much love to you, my friend. Foxy has hit 140. Awesome. Next goal is 145, then 150. I'm glad you hit 140. Let's keep it going. Tip Up says you really need maybe 44478. You got it. Would you like to, only if you want to come up and do some breath work, or we'll just do it here. Sorry that it took me a bit to get there. We could do 4-8, we could do 4-7-8, or we could do something we haven't done yet. 4-2-6. Breathing in for 4. Hold for a count of 2. Exhale for a count of 6. Let's see. Amanda says, soup not here, Sky. You will make Yogi blush. Me blush? I don't blush. Guy says, are you sure not, Amanda? Don't make me expose you after yesterday's live. I think the last thing Amanda's ever worried about is being exposed. How are you, Maui? Kat says, you also say it's just an act based on what you think. And one doesn't get tiring. Sorry, I was about to pet my cat because she meowed at me, and then as I was reaching down, I like automatically thought, "Wait, does she have a mouse in her mouth?" All right, so we're gonna do some breath work, guys. Skits says, "Good night, Eric, you legend." Good night, my friend Skits. This guy says, "Oh, trust me, Yoga, you don't know what we were talking about yesterday. I can only imagine." I'm slightly caught up in the chat, and we are going to do some breath work. If Toy Pups, if you want to come up, if not, we're going to do it now. Um, this is a breath we haven't done before. I invite everyone to join in if you want. We're going to breathe in for a count of 4. Everyone's familiar with that, except we're going to pause for a count of 2. Now, if you want, lightly hold your nose. You're not pinching, you're not restricting air, you're just pinching because you'll be holding your breath. The reason we do this is called the mammalian dive reflex. It triggers a relaxation response, so it deepens the relaxation, it deepens the rest and digest mode just by a gentle pinch. So if you want to, and it's only for a count of 2, and then we're going to exhale for a count of 6. Now, if you remember, oh, Yogi, she said she's busy tonight and can't join. Gotcha. Hey, Danny, remember the Ujjayi breath? Ujjayi breath is making that ha sound, like we're fogging up a pair of glasses or the bathroom mirror. See that fog? It was there. But we do it with our mouth shut. So I'm going to breathe in through my nose, make that same sound. And I'm going to do it as I breathe in. If you guys can hear me, if you listen. That was the in and out. That again deepens the relaxation response, as well as toning the vagal nerve, which is the nerve that connects the parasympathetic to the sympathetic. So from the rest and digest to the fight and flight, and then back from the fight and flight to the rest and digest. So one of the most important, if not the most important nerve in the entire body. Because of that, nope, I don't think you timed anyone out, Vern. So we breathe in, making that ha sound, if possible. If not, just sip the air in. I need to stress, most people can't breathe in for 4 because they are trying to. You can't breathe in for a 4 count when you do that. You breathe in slowly, steadily. Same when you exhale through the nose, both ways. That's why that ujjayi breath, the slight constriction of the throat, that snoring sound is so helpful because it reduces the volume of breath that we bring in and that we bring out, allowing us to extend the breath, which lengthens the relaxation response. A long explanation. I know Toy Pops right now is ready to reach through the phone and grab me by the shoulders and give me a firm shake and say, "We just get on with it." So we will just get on with it. If anyone is doing the breath work, sit upright but not rigid. Close your eyes. Very gently focus on that third eye, the point right between the eyebrows. It's a gentle focus, very gentle, and relax. Notice your breath, but don't do anything with it. Just notice it. Watch it flow in, natural and easy. Watch it flow out, natural and easy. Quick body scan, starting at the top of your head and not pausing. Just look through the body. Anywhere that you find any tension, breathe into it and relax. Send it a little bit of light and relax and relax. And when you're ready, We're going to breathe in for a count of 4, hold for 2, exhale for 6. So here we go. We're breathing in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 1, 2. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 1, 2. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 1, 2. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 1, 2. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 1, 2. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 1, 2. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last breath, breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 1, 2. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And relax. Keep your eyes closed. Stay in the space that you created with your breath, your most valuable, most intimate tool. The breath is your connection to life, your connection to spirit, your connection to God, your connection to the infinite source of love. You just used your space to deepen that connection, rest there, be there, allow any inspiration and intuition to hit you. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So, if anyone did the breath, and I hope someone did, because it's a very valuable breath, and it's a tool. I can't stress enough, guys, that you have a very valuable tool at your disposal. Everyone's been gifted with the use of the breath to change their emotional state. Are you depressed? Are you anxious? Are you staving off a panic attack? Yes, I use the word staving. Um, your breath can take you there. It can also take you to a very, very high, lofty position. Hey, Sai. Hey, I'm glad you made it for the breath. This was a bit of a new one. The 4-2-6. If anyone did it, let me know. Let me know how you liked that particular one. So I said needed that guided breathing. I was rocking and sitting at the floor, anxious before. Hey, Sai, have you done some of the somatic practices that we've been doing as well? Arms together. It's a gentle touch. Any way you want to do it. One arm at a time. And then if you need something more um, firm, hold with one arm while you stroke with the other. So you're giving yourself a hug as you're giving yourself a caress. And then when you're ready, we go to the hand skating. Let's do this one nice and slow. Literally just skating the hands, whatever speed you want. It's a very mindful movement. You can even find that it'll start matching your breath. And then the last one, heart center. Gentle circles. Sorry, I need to do some breath work myself. That mouse situation has got me on high alert. I just started considering, you know, what Kat said. What if the other mice decide to gang up on me now because I've gotten rid of their leader? What if that mouse was the negotiator, was the one that was seeking peace, and I've blown the contract? 426, says I. Yes. Troy Pup says, we needed that, Yogi. Thank you so much. We love our happy space. And that's so important. Remember, it is your happy place. It's within you. You don't have to go, you don't have to go to a bar. You don't have to go to a nightclub. You don't need to go um, shopping online or in a store. You don't need to do all the things you think you need to do to get to a position to feel better. You have all the tools, your own tools within you to bring yourself to that place of fulfillment. And you can do it at any single moment. You have every tool that you need. Flip Up says, Songahan. T says, Sai, I'm sorry you were struggling. If it helps you to know that you're not alone, I had a big panic attack last night. We're all human. This is true. Amanda says, okay, B, here it goes. Yogi, bend over my knee and spank you on your birthday. Does anyone know when my birthday is? We like hugging and squeezing gently. Yeah, me too. All the stuff, guys, that I demonstrate, things that have gotten me through some bad times. And I try to learn something new every day that I can share and help with people. The 426 I picked up today in a continuing education class. So it says, when you live alone, like my story asks, I need to learn those coping strategies. One of the best, as you feel it coming on, remember you need to arrest it first. It's always great to sit down and do a mindful breathing session when you have the capacity to bring yourself to a chair and do it. But sometimes you need something quick. And that's where some of the somatic practices is. And that's also the best breath is the physiological sigh, which remember, breathe in through the nose, filling the lungs up to about 80%, and then without pause, sip in air to top it off. And then exhale with a sigh through your mouth. One of the few breaths we do through the mouth. I'm on high alert for mice with like all kinds of weapons in their frightening, tiny little hands. So the physiological side, we've done it before. Three times. Might be the best breath for quickly arresting panic and anxiety. Foxy says it's 2 a.m. for me. Well, it's late. Thank you for staying up with us for so long, Foxy. Much appreciated. Give me 1 second, guys. One second. So, Toy Pups, as always, I appreciate when you give me the opportunity to introduce some breath work. Bert says, does that make Yogi an Aries? It does make me an Aries. You're absolutely right. When's your birthday, Vern? Bennett says, April is your birthday. Well, not the whole month. He says, Sai Yogi has taught me. He's great, and I hope you learn more. Yep, as I mentioned before, this guy says I can't time you out. Let the monk put you on timeout. Flip Up says, please be respectful to those who are struggling, and mental awareness is important. All sensory can be affected. This is true. Sue says, uh-oh, hiding from mice. Let's see what Sue has for us. You were a good kitty. That's exactly what I was doing. So that's absolutely awesome. You captured the moment. Guys, go see the new short from our friend Just Win Sue. She's doing some incredible stuff. Crazy. See, my friend, you are absolutely crazy in the best possible way. Man, it's spankings all day in April. All right, let me catch up. Oh, again, I was thanking Toy Pops for the opportunity to do some breath work. Cat says 17th, 17th for Yogi. It is 17th. Science says mindfulness breathing and sleeping meds just about keeping me on this roller coaster. Thanks, Bubble. Hey, Sai, do you want to learn meditation? I can present to you a couple of different ways you can decide which one that you are most drawn to. Earlier today, I talked about passage meditation, which is you pick a spiritual passage that resonates. Agnatha the one who I learned this from, recommends starting with the prayer of St. Francis, but you could do something else. But it needs to be something that has a long tradition of spiritual repetition. Oh, Burn says birthday is the 16th. That's why Kat says that mine is 17th. All right, we're gonna have a big celebration, Burn. Let's see. Amanda says, "Be not like me, having fun here." Abigail says, "I have a learning disability and special needs." Well, we are here for your support, Abigail. We are here for friendship and for support. Anything you need. Burns says, Jay Aries. Guy says, Vern, how old are you? He says, Guy, it helped me a lot with my anxiety, PTSD, and autism. Yeah, you know, breathwork is awesome and it's effective and it's available. Meditation for me is the bedrock. Meditation builds that foundation that everything rests upon. And it says you don't like it. I'm sorry. That only means that you have issues with yourself. You need to deal with inside of you. If someone gets to be PG-13, it can only be me. It can't be someone else. Cat says, T, love you. Absolutely. Versus Sky, I'm waiting for you to tell me how old I am. Hey, Monkey Man. Let's see. Toy Pup says, love, namaste, good night all. Good night to you, my friend. Toy Pup says, Yogi, thank you so much. We appreciate you. I appreciate you too. And again, I appreciate helping me bring the breath work to more people. He says, Abigail, have you found the amazing Toy Pups? She has a channel to support those with those needs. Thank you, T. Let's see. Sai says, I need the Joel Osteen prayer when I need emergency help. I'm not familiar with that prayer, but that's awesome because prayer is the connection. Toy Pup says, Yogi, thank you so much. I think I read that. Appreciate you. And I appreciate you too. Cat says, night, Toy Pups. Abigail is my awesome friend, says Amanda. We all need an awesome friend. I'm very fortunate in the awesome friends that I have here. Thank you, guys. Vern is 37. Scott says, oh, you're still very young. Let's see. Abigail needs mods to connect. This is true. Toy Pups, or I'm sorry, Amanda says Abigail comes to my lives a lot. Let's see. How old are you, Amanda? Only reason I ask, if you on the young side, we generally don't want to do too many mods with people young. This guy says, well, yeah, I'm saying Vern is 37 years old. Amanda says, thank you, you're welcome. Vern says, I'm middle-aged. Oh, it depends on how old you live. If I make it to be 120, then I'm exactly middle-aged right now. Abigail says I'm 23. Gotcha, my friend. Sai says, nearly swerved alcohol today. Got triggered 3 times. Amanda says, Sky is 19. Awesome. Yeah, of course, remember, alcohol just acts as a depressant. It may temporarily enhance a good mood, but you always have that crash. I don't need to tell you that. Obviously, the fact that you narrowly avoid it means that you were avoiding it. That's something to celebrate, Sai, that you did. Important thing is just knowing that it's not the answer. It's not going to make you feel better. People often think that, well, I'll take the edge off. It just creates another edge. Meditation erases all edges. Breathwork erases all edges. Yoga asana practices, which actually Toy Pups was surprised at how uncomplicated yoga postures actually are. because we have a vision of people doing all kinds of esoteric stretches to, thank you, Eric, the point, you know, to rise the Kundalini energy, to put us in a ecstatic state. All of those are possible. None of them are needed. We just need to rewire the central nervous system to make us responsive instead of reactive. So when something happens, we don't soar up to level 9 immediately. That we have the ability, if needed, we go to 9. But what do we have in our lives that need us to be at an 8 or even a 7? Certainly not watching the news. We don't need to shake our fists at the news and curse out the Democrats, curse out the Republicans, curse out Congress, curse out the Senate. We don't need to do that. Checking on my cat. Amanda says, Yogi, my friends that follow me will always be above 17. Gotcha. That says, a cat says, Sai, don't you have some numbers to call a friend? Ended up in lemon water. Awesome. T says, Sai, take it one day at a time. Be proud of yourself. Do you have PTSD? Fern says, I'm getting gray hairs on my Gray's hair. And my sister got me some for men. That's not just for young people, Sky. Hey, Vern, be grateful for the gray hair. Be grateful for any hair. Trust me. Trust me on this. She says, I'll be 64 in June. We'll celebrate in June. 64. It's a good age. I wouldn't mind 60 so much if I could collect Social Security now. As I'm basically semi-retired and trying to earn fame and fortune as a YouTube star. Okay, so I'm off to a slow start. That's okay. Cat says, so I read that. We'll wrap things up in just a few minutes. We got some more jewels from Eric. Thank you. Thank you so much. He says, I'm not 60. I will be. He says, Yogi, get your names right. Who did I say? She says, I took my Social Security at 62. Well, that's the problem with 60, is that I'm not 62. So at 60, you get all the downsides of being in your 60s, but none of the benefits of being in your 60s. I won't get much at 62, but you know what? I won't get much at 65 either. So I may as well get what I can at 62 and then supplement it with whatever. Maybe I'll have a lemonade stand. Maybe, I don't know, something. Minute says, oh, you're right, Sky. I do special brownies too. I forgot. Fern says, what's your favorite Disney princess, Abigail? Is there more than one? Sue says, I retired at 60 with full pension. Nice. Good for you, Sue. You mentioned once that you felt that you feel like right now you're living your best life, and that's stuck with me. It's pretty awesome. I'm fairly close to living my best life. You know, for me, definitely not for anyone else. In my younger years, those who know me know that I had ambitions of being a monk, joining a monastery. And I have a very monk like existence now. With a few side excursions. Um, and I enjoy it very much, except, now without a car and with Mocha being in school, tons of homework, 6 classes on her very last semester. Uh, no longer being a caregiver for my father. Uh, this is as isolated and alone as I felt in probably my entire life at this point right now. And 70, I was going to say 90, 70% of the time, I'm still on through it. Deepening my meditation, which is amazing because I've been meditating forever. Uh, Deepening my yoga practice is absolutely awesome. My practice of the Course in Miracles um, has reached a point where I really feel like I'm forgiving 24/7, even in my sleep, um, except for the mice. Um, but I'm hit sometimes with that isolation, and I I don't know. I think I'm handling it well, but it can weigh heavy. And when you're isolated, how do you know if you're doing well? Who do you have to express it to? Of course, I can always reach out to Mocha, but she has so much going on right now. Not to mention, uh, she suffers migraines and she has a new medication that is causing a lot of issues. So I don't want to further burden her. Hey, Batgirl. Batgirl says, "Hey, Yogi. Hello, my friend. Sorry, guys. I missed some comments." Vern says, "No, I really can't say nothing about myself in a serious note." Well, Vern, let's talk about that. Let's keep that serious note. We can be lighthearted and still talk of serious subjects. I find self inquiry. Self inquiry is called jhana yoga, the yoga of self knowledge. Amanda says, "Vern, you need more yogi and squirrel in your day." Abigail says, "Love you guys." We love you too, Abigail. Abigail says, "My best friend died in a car accident last year, January 3rd. I'm sorry about that. I just lost a good friend last week, actually. I lost 2 best friends named Larry, almost a year apart. One was my best friend in high school last year at a massive, they call it a coronary event. And my friend Larry, all through the 90s, we were best friends. He died of the flu. Uh, he went into septic shock. Let's see. Vern says, "So you want to open up a bag of crap, Yogi?" I'm a wreck man. How much time you got? Hey, I got every single live stream that we do devoted to you, Vern. Every single thing that you think about yourself is a thought, Vern, and it's not even your thought. Mostly thoughts that we've inherited from other people that we've come to believe, but we have no reason to believe these things about ourselves just because we're thinking them. Who you are is not a thought. And Vern, who would you be in the absence of the thought about yourself? You would be absolutely free. All those thoughts you think about yourself, they're not you. They're not your identity. They don't even remotely concern you, except for one thing: you believe they're true. If you didn't believe they were true, you would be absolutely free, liberated, from your own best opinion of yourself. Saying best is the opposite, you know, your own best opinion. When Abraham Maslow, the great psychologist who did the hierarchy of needs, when he was asked, what is a self actualized person? And he said, a self actualized person is independent of the good opinion of others. Hey, my girls, how are you? You are an inspiration nurse. Thank you, my friend. How come you are not a mod? I thought I modded you up before. I apologize. Vern says, but now, what if I'm surrounded by people who want to hold me in that old mindset, Yogi? But that's their mindset, Vern. It's all in their mind. What they think about you is none of your business. That was the title of a great book in the 1980s that I still have on that shelf. I don't know if I actually read it. I didn't need to. I just like the title. What other people think about you is none of your business and none of their business either. It's their thoughts. And every thought that they have about you is a projection upon themselves and not an extension on you. Sky says, Yogi, just one small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. I agree, Sky. Excellent. Mirror work. And you know what? The best news is, even if you just say, I don't know myself, because now you get a chance to explore. Who are you, Vern? Who are you really? In the absence of a thought, who are you really? I can tell you more about yourself right now than you've ever thought. Let's see. Amaya Girl says, I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. Abigail says, God is amazing. You're absolutely right, my friend. Think of this. On in Genesis, on the sixth day, God looked around at all that he created and said, it is good. It is very good. What does that leave out? It certainly does not leave out Vern. Certainly does not leave out Abigail. God declared, you being God's creation, God declared that you were good. Why are you arguing with God? Why are you saying, surely he doesn't mean me? Of course he means you. You're absolutely awesome. Who you are is awesome. Who you think you are is just a thought. So I says, welfare check. Can someone check on Amanda? Where is she? Abigail says, I hope Amanda is okay. Vern says, I know a lot of my anxiety is due to the fact that I always get my self worth from other people and I need their affirmation, I guess. Imagine this, Vern, that those that you are basing your self worth upon have no idea who they are, let alone who you are. So they are projecting their own fear, their own lack of worth, their own guilt entirely on you. And you have opened up and accepted it and believed it. But now that you know, you don't have to do that. Fatal ideology, Vern, trust your own mind. Absolutely. Well said, Si. Vern says, I'm trying to change that now that I'm getting older. The more you try to change that, though, the more it's going to stick because you're focusing on that. Focus on exploring who you really are beyond the thoughts of who you are. Meditation, breath work, yoga, nature. Nature's a healer. The more time you spend in nature, the more you realize that you are of nature. This guy says, I'm back. Just text her. She won't answer. Says he had chest pain. Well, does anyone know how to reach her? Amaya says, who you think you are is just a thought. Well, another good one. Thank you, my friend. Black Girl says she had 3 strokes. So I said, absolutely, Yogi, spot on. Abigail says, I'm sending prayers for everyone. Thank you, Abigail. Well, I hope that Amanda will call the paramedics, call 911. Rocco says, Sky, I hope she's okay. Kat says she will be fine, Sky. If she's had 3 strokes, then she knows that she knows the signs. She knows to call 911. Vern says, I love being alone now. 100. I do too, for the most part. As I said, the little bit of the isolation has weighed on me a bit. So I says, there's no forward momentum if you worry about other people's opinion of you. That's true, Sai. Abigail says, I hope she feels better soon. I do too. Kat says, Abigail, you're very sweet. She is, Kat. Or go to the hospital. Yes. Guy says, yes, she quit smoking. It's not good. I agree. Amaya's laughing. Runner Boy says, my video is uploaded. I will be sure to check it out, Runner Boy. I'm looking forward to an update tomorrow. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up for the night. Let's send some prayers over to Amanda. Appreciate you all hanging out with me. Mentioned before, guys, you can always reach me on Facebook Messenger. I'm happy to teach anyone meditation and breath work and yoga. Yoga really is meditation and breath work. Abigail says 30 likes. Say, that's not bad. Thank you so much. So with that, guys, I'll be live tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Again at 1 and again at 5:25. Hey, that's what I do. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Eric Point says another great live. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for the jewels, my friend. Bert says, no matter how much I like to be alone, I know we need other people, good-hearted people, though. So hats off for what you're doing here, Yogi. We all need this. 100. Thank you for being part of it. That's the important thing. Thank you for being part of it. Sky says, love you, Yogi. Thank you so much, Sky. Love you too, my friend. Let's add Sky as a moderator. I don't want it to seem like you just have to say love you, Yogi, to get added as a moderator. But I also want it to be known it certainly doesn't hurt. It certainly doesn't hurt to say that. I can be swayed. I can be influenced. God says, do not let do not let making a living prevent you from making a life. Awesome. I love that. I'm hoping to do both. I don't like saying making a living because only God can make a living. But I can make a income, right? Amaya Girl says, thank you for having us. Absolutely. Hey, Chris. Chris, how are you? We got some love from Toy Pups. Abigail says, hi, dog. This guy says, thank you, Yogi, for having us here. Yogi, absolutely. Eric Point says, don't worry about the mice, Yogi. The cat won't catch another one for at least a week. Well, then shouldn't I worry more about him? Flip Up says, super chat with love. Chris says, hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm driving. Can't type. That's okay. We're shutting things down for the afternoon. Abigail says, thank you so much. Thank you, Abigail. Our point is laughing. So, yeah, what do I worry about? Do I worry about the cat catching a mouse and bringing it to me? Or do I worry about the mice that the cat hasn't caught? Perplexing situation. So, Toy Pup says, I will rewatch. Thank you. I appreciate that. Abigail says, Blue Squad, no one can bring us down. Absolutely. I know, Sky. Sky says I don't say I love you to make me mad. I actually meant that because you're awesome. I appreciate that. And I know, I was just joking about that, my friend. Sky says, thank you, Vern. And you, Sky, you deserve it because you're such a positive quality here. And I love having those people as mods, you know? So, with that, let me go do some breath work to relieve my mouse anxiety. Um, Maybe I'll do some with my cat. Cat says, worry about the headlights in your future. Thank you for that, cat. My dreams are going to be haunted. Headless mice with tiny little hands chasing after me. Lucy says, hey, everyone. Hey, Lucy. Lucy, you're live tomorrow, right? Nope, you were live today. Abigail says, hey, Lucy. Lucy, we're wrapping things up. I'm going to bed. Me and my cat. This is the cat that did all the hard work. The other cat just laid on the couch watching. Lucy says, just got up doing morning lives. Just not happening. Yeah, you tried. If that's not your time, it's not your time, you know? Have to go back at nights. If you get the opportunity, throw an occasional morning one for me or afternoon. But yeah, nights, that's your time. You know, that's when you get that big crowd. Guy says, thank you, Yogi. Hope to see you at 5 in the morning. Well, thanks. I'll be here. Lucy says, hard time adjusting and not working well. Understood. You gave it a shot. And that's the important thing. You know, you're looking to see what's going to work best. So now you know. If I could pop up, I can do that for sure. Awesome. I was there, Eric. I was watching. Eric says, I shared you out. I did a live where I worked today with the comments off. So I clicked, kids can join. I got incredible watch hours for it. Wow. That's awesome. Gus says, bye, everyone. Stay positive. Being positive is a big part of life. Make a big part of your life. Much love, everyone. Much love to you. Boy says, try it, running boy. Just don't swear. That's pretty cool. Abigail says, you're welcome. All right, guys, I'll wrap it up. I'm going to see everyone in the morning or the afternoon or the evening, as the case may be. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see everyone later. Take care. Much love to you guys.